Bree bullied us into watching this. So now you have to too, Billy. Hi. I'm Ruff.
In our house.
Oh, hey. How did he get here?
Carl, what did you do?
Me? I didn't do this.
Explain what happened, Carl.
He has no arms.
For my life.
Why did you kill this person, Carl?
I do not kill people. That is my least favorite thing to do.
Tell me, Carl, exactly what you were doing before I got home.
All right. Well, I was upstairs.
Okay.
I was sitting in my room.
Yes.
reading a book.
Go on.
And well, this guy walked in.
Okay.
So I went up to him.
Yes.
And
fucking murdered him.
I stabbed him 37 times in the chest.
He said that so casually.
I didn't know that.
How did you not know that?
Yeah, I'm in the wrong here. I suck.
What happened to his hands?
What's that?
His hands. Why are they missing?
Well, I kind of cooked them up and ate them.
Carl.
I was hungry, and well, you know, when you crave hands, that's.
Why on
I
earth
guess.
would
I
you
mean,
do
it's
that?
I was hungry
it's
for
not
hands.
cannibalism.
Give me a
I
break.
guess.
Sometimes you just get
My
hungry
stomach
for
was making
hands.
the rumblies that
Carl.
only hands would satisfy.
What is wrong with you, Carl?
Well, I kill people and I eat hands. That's two things.
Wow.
The
Wow.
llamas with hats.
Holy shit, that was an opening. Well, introduce yourselves now, I suppose.
I'm Eric.
Holy shit.
I'm Boom.
I'm Bree.
Carl, what on earth was all
Oh, no.
that?
I'm not sure what you're referring to.
You sunk an entire cruise ship, Carl.
Are you sure that was me? I would think I would remember something like that.
Carl, I watched you fire a harpoon into the captain's face.
That sounds dangerous.
You were killing children off the side of the ship.
That must have been horrifying to watch.
And then
What
you
the
started making
fuck?
out with the ice
Well,
sculptures.
thank God that the children weren't on board to see it.
Carl, that's all red and sticky.
Well, I guess you could say it is red and sticky.
Carl, what are we standing in?
Would you believe it's strawberry milkshake?
No, I would not believe that.
Melted
Ooh.
gumdrops.
No.
Boat nectar.
No.
Some of God's
Boat
tears.
nectar.
Tell me the truth, Carl.
Fine. It's the lovely elderly couple from 2B.
Carl!
Well, they were taking all the crescent rolls.
I can't believe what I'm hearing.
I guess
will
they
not
were
apologize
not
for
to be
art.
Where are
anymore.
the other lifeboats?
Yeah, I mean,
Whoa, you won the
killing somebody
prize.
over
I didn't even
crescent
notice
rolls
that.
is
Where are
fair.
the other lifeboats, Carl?
Looking at the trajectory of the moon and the sun, probably at the bottom of the ocean, I bit lots of holes in them.
Carl!
I have a problem.
my
I have a serious problem.
You are just
I
terrible
have a
today.
problem.
Carl
hear that?
may be a menace.
That's the sound of forgiveness.
That's the sound of people drowning, Carl.
That is what forgiveness sounds like. Screaming and then silence.
So like, if say you were in a position where you showed up to hang out with your friend Carl, right?
Yeah.
And this happened, and he
A nice
said it
cruise
all
ship,
that
possibly.
casually. I'm going along with it. I'm trusting him. I'm listening to it because at this point, this motherfucker's a psychopath, and if I don't, I'm gonna die. So
I mean, he said
I'm
it
on
sounds like
board.
forgiveness. Why would he lie about that?
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. You need to trust him,
He's just a little bit of a menace.
just a tad.
He must have some redeeming quality.
Yeah, he's just a menacey
Carl,
little
we're
fella.
supposed to be on vacation.
I don't know about you, but I am having a wonderful time here.
You toppled the South American government, Carl.
The people have spoken. Viva la resistance.
You pushed the resistance leader
escalated
into a
so
giant
quick.
fan.
He was a traitor and a scoundrel.
He was trying to stop you from pushing other people into a giant fan.
Oh, that was a foot.
Oh.
I appear to have swallowed an entire person.
That would be the hotel bartender.
Well, that explains why my mojito is taking so long.
It was horrifying. His mouth opened like a snake.
Wow, that sounds pretty awesome.
I can't go anywhere with you, Carl.
That hurt my feelings. Now we're both in the wrong.
I want to go home. We're leaving.
In that case, I should probably mention that I filled our luggage with orphan meat.
What?
Well, I'm
What?
building a meat dragon, and not just any meat will do.
You know what?
Yeah.
Forget it. I'm not
a
even
meat
shocked
dragon.
anymore.
You've
Ah, that's
never
no
used
fun.
This has
orphan meat
become the
before?
norm for you, Carl.
I'll have to try
It's the
harder
most
next time.
Please don't.
I feel like I've been issued a challenge.
Carl!
It's too late now. You.
You.
I totally don't
You.
remember your name.
We've known each other for 3 years, Carl.
And what an impression you've made.
My name is Paul.
What?
I said my name is Paul.
What?
Oh,
Hey,
I
Paul.
thought you were a woman.
Why would you think that?
Mostly the hat. Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure.
Well, if you'll excuse me, I have some pictures to delete from my computer.
All
Wonder
right,
what that
then.
means.
Oh, Carl.
Poor Paul. He tries
Poor
so
Paul.
hard.
He's just
He
along for the
he
ride,
wa-
man.
He wants to hang out with his friend
You've
Carl.
trapped mud all over the
On
carpet.
doesn't
Now
look
that
as
right
bad.
there's a mess.
I just
There's
had
no
it cleaned
fire.
yesterday, Carl.
I'm not responsible
That's
for this.
tame to
I've
what
been
he
jamming on the
normally does.
saxophone all morning.
They're
Yeah.
clearly your hoof prints, Carl.
Then there is an imposter on the loose.
They lead directly to you.
Clue number 1. The imposter is a phantom.
Carl, stop avoiding.
I'm not gonna blame Carl on this one because I can see him.
Happy birthday!
It's not. Please tell me you had nothing to do with this.
Why don't you blow out your candle?
You've gone too far this time, Carl.
What's that? It's hard to hear you over the sound of melting city.
How did you even do this?
A dollop of fairy dust.
Carl.
I ripped the tag off a mattress.
This isn't funny, Carl.
Who's laughing? Clearly not all the people who just exploded.
I'm leaving. I've had enough of this.
But think of all the perfectly roasted faces we get to munch on now.
What? Why?
Because we're friends, and friendship is two pals munching on a well-cooked face together.
That isn't friendship, Carl. That's sick.
Well, then you're probably not gonna like your birthday decorations.
It's not even
Bro,
my...
this is deranged.
Oh my
I love
God.
it.
Surprise!
What the fuck?
Oh my God!
I'm sorry about your faces. Obviously, there's a
Not gonna lie.
miscommunication.
Taking Carl's
Carl!
side on this one is tough.
You're right, it's not nearly as tasteful as I pictured it in my head.
I'm
Carl!
gonna throw... Oh God, one touched me.
This was clearly the wrong way to go.
You think, Carl?
What can I say? I expected them to be cooked more. Raw face is just gross.
That isn't the problem, Carl. Why would you think any of this was a good
He
idea?
actually-
Probably
Yeah, it
because I'm a
actually
dangerous
makes sense.
sociopath with a long history of violence.
Oh.
I don't understand
At
how you
least
keep
he
forgetting
knows.
Yeah.
He is self-aware.
How do you escalate from here?
Carl has power that we just don't understand.
Like,
Carl! I know you've done something.
that. Whatever do you mean?
You've always done something. It's a lovely day out. We're having a good time. What have you done?
You mistake me for some sort of scoundrel.
Carl.
I am a respected member of the community. To even insinuate...
Okay, Carl. So what did you do today?
Where's
Well,
the
let's
nuke?
see. I washed the car.
Uh-huh.
I made a donation to the local Girl Scout troop.
Sure.
I returned an overdue movie at Blockbuster.
What else?
I stepped on a ladybug by accident.
Go on.
And I baked some banana bread for our neighbor Pat. I believe
Ooh,
that's
that's
it.
nice.
Done.
That's it.
That's all
Very
I
Banana
did.
bread sounds good. Oh,
Whoops.
Oh!
Carl, what is that?
I may have
He
forgot to
overcooked
mention
the
one of my
banana bread.
activities.
Carl!
I apologize. That was wrong.
Explain, Carl.
Well, from here, it looks like a weather balloon.
I'm not in the mood for this.
I think it's just a lady flare and some dust.
Just tell me, Carl.
Fine. I may have created a crack in space-time through which to collect millions of baby hands.
Huh.
What do you mean, huh?
I think I was expecting worse.
Worse?
Real
Well, this
baby
is
hands
totally
or
fucked,
plastic?
bro.
I know,
Baby
but after
hands.
last time with the nuke and the faces, it's just...
Come on, look at this. How did I even do this?
I don't understand how or why you do anything.
Do you know what it feels like to be Carl right now? It hurts. Not as much as the babies, but it hurts.
Carl.
What?
Why are there only hands from white babies?
Well, you know, Whitey's got to pay.
Ah.
And the payment is baby hands.
damn. Damn.
God damn.
Bro, like, how? I need to understand how this is going to progressively escalate. Okay.
whoa.
Aren't you gonna say it?
Say what, Carl?
That, my name, all offended and annoyed.
I'm leaving, Carl.
What?
I'm moving out.
It's the meat
Oh,
conveyor.
Damn, he's had
I'm a
enough.
fan of modern
A
home
thing.
design.
It's a lot of things, Carl.
Just let me
It's a meat
explain.
conveyor.
Efficiency, industry. Never before has this many dead bodies been so manageable.
Carl.
I'm the Henry Ford of human meat.
I've already packed. I'm not coming back, Carl.
Come
That
on,
is
we haven't even
a
gotten to the big
statement.
surprise yet.
I'm sure it's very upsetting.
Well, now I don't even want to show you.
Good. I do not want to see it.
Man, you are being a huge beehole right now.
I'm not the one shoving people into a meat grinder.
It's not a meat grinder, it's an orphan stomper.
Gross.
You know what's gross? Your attitude.
Are you serious?
What have I done to deserve all this beehole coming out of your mouth?
It's everything, Carl. It's
So much
everything you've done
beehole.
ever.
What have I
Everything.
done?
Even that time I helped Mrs. Bigsby with her garden?
You buried her there.
It's what she
What
would have
about the
wanted.
banana bread?
Why?
She wasn't keeping up with the weeding. As president of the Homeowners Association, I had to take immediate action.
All you do is kill people, Carl.
That's like saying all
HOA.
Mozart did was write songs.
You are completely insane.
Oh, weird. That's what all these orphans said.
Oh,
It's
Oh,
the meat
Jonathan
dragon.
Meat Dragon!
He actually made a meat dragon.
Finish your meat dragon, Carl.
Maybe.
I'm so proud of him.
It's horrifying, Carl.
Thank you.
it's made
I'm
out
glad
of
that the
orphan
meat
meat.
dragon showed
This
up eventually.
show is just.
When did this originally come out?
Like, literally years ago, bro. Like a decade ago.
Like the
Hey,
first one
who,
was
me?
14 years
Oh,
ago.
Whatever could you be referring to?
oh,
Oh, the hand
Oh.
chair. I've recently
Paul's
taken up
dead.
carpentry. Now, how would you feel if I called your work a monstrosity? Of course I have
No,
to
he
use
left.
faces. Anything else would
But
be
is it-
disrespectful.
Remember?
did
He
Carl
left.
did Carl let him leave, or is
I
that
don't know.
Carl's face?
I don't know.
No, Paul's.
Paul's. My bad. Yeah,
Paul.
Yeah.
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 he's got a forgetful name, but the point still stands.
Yeah.
I think Carl's
He's been
just
around
lonely.
Carl for 3 years and he didn't
Probably.
even remember.
I don't think
Yeah.
he can kill Paul.
We
It's called
sure?
modernism. Only I've
It's
made
got
an
an
orphan
orphan
by
meat
using
dragon.
face parts of city council members. I disagreed
Oh.
with the election results. Someone had to take a stand. I'm a patriot and a hero. Fine. If you're going to lie
What?
about it, I can sew them back on. I think their bodies are still in my blood canal.
I feel like all these
I'm the
comments
crazy
are now
one,
just
not the
blue
people who
check marks
elected
on
these
Twitter.
buffoons. If you paid any attention to our city charter meetings, you would see it wasn't an overreaction. What are you doing? You're sitting. You never sit. You're always standing, Paul. You're not supposed to sit. I find this very upsetting. You don't even care, do you, about my feelings?
No.
Will you please just stand up, Paul? I don't even know who you are anymore. No, you cannot take off the mask. It has to look right when I throw you in the blood canal.
Oh,
Wow.
Perfection.
Do you want uncut and early reactions to your favorite series that we do here on the channel?
What about double episodes?
We have all of that available and more for Billies on Patreon and members on YouTube.
Your support means the world to us, and it allows us to keep doing what we love and keep delivering you the content that you love or will eventually love, because Billy is love.
Billy is live.
Everything's gonna be fine, Billy.
Everything's gonna be fine, Billy.
Everything is gonna be fine, Billy.
Everything is going to be fine, Billy.
he's taking his anger out, Paul out
Is
on
Carl
innocent
just
sheep.
slowly descending into madness?
I think he was
seems-
Is that
I
what
think
this
he's
is?
there
Paul?
already.
Are
Oh,
you home? Ding dong. Landlord. Pizza delivery.
He's growing a
Fire
beard.
department.
Bank manager, you have an appointment.
What do you want, Carl?
I want to be treated like a friend, Paul.
We're not friends
There's
anymore.
our
Didn't you get my
confirmation.
apology
Paul's
piano?
alive.
Pianos aren't supposed to bleed and scream.
I guess it was less a piano and more a statement on pianos.
Why can't you go horrify someone else, Carl?
I miss your grumpy face,
More like
and the
a
Paul mask I made
piano.
hasn't helped. It's not grump enough.
You made a
Made of
mask
meat.
of my face?
Yes,
It's
and speaking
not
of which, you
grump
might want
enough.
to avoid being seen by federal investigators.
Carl.
To some, you are now known as Nikolai Spanikov, brutal leader of the Russian opium cartel.
Go home, Carl. I'm calling the police.
Bad idea, Nikolai. And you know there isn't a prison I can't nibble my way out of.
I'm dialing.
I've got nowhere to go. I burned my house down once it had enough swans inside, and I used up the rest of my savings buying the swans.
And whose fault is that, Carl?
Society. Society and the swans.
Carl, please. I really gave you every chance I could. I can't do it anymore.
yes, you can.
What if I gave you $10 million cash?
You don't have $10
Wow.
million, Carl.
I buried a large chest of doubloons once. I can go dig that up.
No, Carl.
It was either doubloons or my zoo books. A lot of something is in a hole somewhere.
I'm putting on some music, Carl. I'm not listening anymore.
Rude.
Damn.
I'm sorry, flesh me is so ungrateful, Carl. And after all
Flesh
we've been through,
me.
it's scandalous, I say. You do such incredible things and deserve appreciation. It's okay, he'll come around. As soon as the swan piano arrives. You're welcome.
That was a little tame. It feels like we're resetting. They're giving us a new baseline.
There's a lot of lore here that I don't remember.
I remember like the first
Carl.
episode, and that's
I
kind
remember
of
like
it
the
so
first
far.
3.
Yeah.
I remember the picture of the llamas, but I don't know if I actually ever watched this.
I don't know anything.
I
about
just
this
remember
show.
the stabbing 37 times thing. Like that's
Yep.
That was,
I remember
literally all
the
I
craving
remember.
only hands
was
would
a lot.
satisfy.
This is old internet, and I am mind blown that this even made it on the internet. 'cause
baby
This is
hands.
Oh, I can't believe you.
Uh-oh, what have I done
Baby
this time?
hands.
You killed someone and chopped them up, and they're right here on the floor, Carl.
I didn't do that. Why would you think I did such a thing?
Carl, all the blood and the pieces. You murderer.
I think I would have remembered dismembering someone and putting all their bits on the ground right here. That's not the sort of thing I would usually forget about.
Carl, I hate
trying to
you,
think
Carl.
Carl actually
I
misses
hate
Paul.
you.
Oh, watch it. Now who's being hurtful? You, Paul. You.
Carl.
Who said that?
Oh,
Uh-oh.
oh shit.
Oh, God.
What the
What
fuck?
Fucking
Oh.
tripping.
Yes, Carl.
You came back.
You must finish your work, Carl.
My work.
There is so much to do. We mustn't dawdle.
You said you weren't coming back.
Carl.
Yeah?
Carl.
I don't know what I'm supposed to say.
Carl.
What?
What are you planning, Carl?
I'm kind of just freestyling it these days, taking things as they come.
You're better than that, Carl. You're better.
I am, aren't I?
You're Carl.
I am Carl.
Carl.
That's me.
Carl.
You sure like you're yelling.
Oh my god.
That's it. He's so lonely.
He is. I get it though.
I mean,
After
you know,
slaughtering,
murdering some
everybody. he
Paul's
did.
gotta come back at some point.
Paul?
Carl.
I can't see anything.
He's like slipping into insanity.
You need to get up, Carl. You're in great danger.
Where are we?
I'll find a light, Carl.
Okay. I don't remember how I got here.
You need to get out, Carl.
Oh, it's my
Carl
gore
in
pit.
Oh, he's got a bone coming out of his leg.
I think my legs are broken.
You're in
Oh,
danger.
Oh,
you need to get up.
How long have I
God.
been down here? It feels like a long time.
Your work isn't
His
finished,
ears ripped
Carl.
off.
You have so much more to do.
I don't know if I can
Yeah, he's
move,
taking
Paul.
some
You
fall
must
damage.
act quickly. Something is down here with us.
That's probably the basilisk. It won't bother us. The stupid thing only eats Chipotle.
It grows closer.
Were you always this creepy, Paul?
I'll go find some rope.
And some Neosporin if you see a tube.
Neosporin.
No, it's all laughs with old Carl. Paul? Was that you?
The basilisk got him.
Maybe it's my stomach making the rumblies. Hungry for hands. Remember that, Paul?
All
Paul.
those baby hands.
Carl!
No luck with the rope?
I'm sorry, Carl. You'll need to do this yourself.
Well, that's a bummer.
Carl!
That's not gonna work. I'm in too bad a mood.
Carl!
All right. Oh, hey, how did all these bodies get down here?
You killed all these people, Carl.
Collecting piles of human meat is my least favorite thing to do.
Carl!
I am a rascal, just a no-good troublemaker. That's me.
Was it not Carl this whole time?
I feel safe to say that it probably was.
Are you sure?
I think it is. I think he's just sad.
Maybe it's actually Paul framing Carl.
Damn. This is like everybody.
I guess I'm done.
You must complete your work, Carl.
Oh,
There's nothing left to complete. It's all gone.
he's all old now.
I'm done,
I know.
Paul.
Carl!
Why are you still yelling at
You
me?
must complete your work, Carl.
All the hands are eaten. All the meat creatures are made,
The only
unleashed,
thing
and then
that's
also
left
eaten.
is
Carl!
He
Yes,
old
that's
and
very
handsome.
upsetting.
I can't believe you, Carl.
He's got a peg leg. Does a peg
Do you remember the
He's
blood
been on a
vortex
journey
in
that we have no
Paris?
idea about.
real blood
Yeah.
vortex in Paris.
That was my favorite.
That was movie.
Carl!
You know what? I don't even think you're really Paul.
Of course I am, Carl.
I think you're a liar and a cheat.
You must finish your work, Carl.
I'm gonna go find the real Paul.
Carl!
I don't think he's gonna be very pleased about all this stuff I've done.
It's almost time.
Remember the orb thing with all the nerves? It would shock people then eat their skin?
Yes, Carl.
Paul is going to be really upset
Whoa.
to learn I made that.
You're almost done, Carl.
When I find the real Paul, I bet he's going to be the most mad at you.
Carl!
Identity theft. That's a felony.
Carl!
Yeah, also a felony.
Carl!
Paul!
Carl!
Paul!
The war feels like it is a brewing.
Oh,
Carl versus Paul is
Something's
about to
go
down.
down.
Will be Paul versus Paul.
Paul,
What's gonna
are
happen?
you home?
Yeah, right.
Paul!
I'm right here, Carl.
No, you're not. You're not Paul. You're an imposter.
Carl!
Stop it!
You must finish your
I feel like
work,
this is the
Carl.
whole theme to Fight Club.
Paul!
You're almost done, Carl.
I'm coming in, Paul. I'm sorry if this violates your restraining order, but it's important.
Oh, you're
Paul?
restrained.
Paul! Oh.
Damn.
Oh,
Oh.
no!
Poor Paul.
Poor Carl.
I know. It was his only friend.
The only thing he lived for. He did all that.
And some say Carl was a psychopathic murderer. But others,
It's so sad now.
he was just a friend.
He did have a heart in there somewhere.
May he rest among the angels. After completing his work.
Damn.
At least we got to see
Oh, the blood vortex.
above.
Still up and running.
Oh, not like this, Carl.
Carl! Oh, hey! Carl! I didn't do that. Carl!
Parting is
Oh,
such
no.
sweet sorrow.
Oh no!
Can llamas swim?
I don't know.
Can on this?
Damn. I'll take that as a,
Is this how
a
it
no.
ends?
I think he's
Dude,
gone.
This is how it is. That is insane.
Oh, wait.
That's how it ended?
Yeah.
I Damn, bro.
Nah, is there
What
a
a
post
tragic love
I don't
story
think
that
so.
was.
That was one of the greatest experiences of my life.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's something you'll never forget.
I
No.
truly won't.
I don't know.
That
Wow.
was such a tragic love story.
Yeah.
You made a meat dragon.
Yeah, out of orphan
that
meat.
did happen.
Yeah, we're getting
Give us-
suggest our own videos.
Yeah,
That
I
made
know,
me
right?
quite
It's weird.
sad.
Give us more stuff to watch that will fry our
Yeah.
brains and kill our souls.
Ralph!
And make sure to write it in the blood of baby hands. Bye.
Carl!
Enjoy.